Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to your another session of your online classes. Children, we had started lesson number 14, reproduction in animals. Today is the second part of the lesson. Children, in my previous class, I taught you about asexual mode of reproduction that are found very commonly in the animals. Today, we will be studying about the sexual reproduction. First of all, let us understand what are some of the characteristics of sexual reproduction. In case of sexual reproduction, there is a formation of special cells which are known as gametes. And children, these gametes they will take part in the process of fertilization. Sexual reproduction is a slower process, and here variation take place means the young one are not the carbon copy. Yes, they are similar to their parent, but they are not the carbon copy of their parents. Sexual reproduction is usually observed in the higher organism. It is usually not found in the unicellular and the prokaryotic cells. Sexual reproduction. The various characteristics of sexual reproduction are as follows. In case of sexual reproduction, it involves both the male and the female to produce their offspring. Sexual reproduction plays a very important role in the process of evolution because in case of sexual reproduction the young ones are not the carbon copy of their parents. So that means the next generation has got some variation and the next will have some more variation, and in this way after a gap of 1000 or 2000 years we find that a lot of change has occurred in a particular living organism. In case of sexual reproduction, zygote formation takes place, children, and this zygote formation happens when a male and a female gamete fuse, and and during the process of fertilization, the zygote which is formed, it undergoes many different changes and it finally results in the formation of a new young one. The different living organisms that show sexual reproductions are human, fishes, and many of the other living organisms. Children, some of the terms that I will be using very frequently, so I wish that you know these terms so that you can understand the next processes that I will be explaining you. First of all, what is meant by gametes? Gametes are the special cells that participate in the process of fertilization. Gametes, male produce the male gamete, female produces the female gamete, and when male and female gametes they meet with each other, that process is called as fertilization and it results in the formation of a zygote. What are sperms? These are the special male gametes. These are produced from the males. Ova or egg, these are the gametes which are produced from the females. And children, the term sperms and ova, they are related to mammals and we are also mammals. Hermaphrodite. Now children, in the nature, there are certain living organisms which they have the capacity to produce male gamete as well as the female gametes. So such living organisms are called as the hermaphrodites, right? Or they can also be called as the bisexual organism. Humans, we are unisexual organism. Like in an एक इंसान either he will be a male or he will be a female. But hermaphrodite are those living organisms which have the capacity to produce both type of gametes. So example is cockroach, earthworm, leech, etc. What is meant by fertilization? Fertilization is a process in which the male and the female gamete fuse and result in the formation of a single cell structure. Now, this single cell structure is known as zygote. So, what is zygote? Zygote is a single cell structure which is formed by the fusion of male and the female gametes. I hope children you have understood these concepts, and in my future topics I will be using these terms very often. So you should learn this definition. They are very often asked in the exams. Now, children, there are different animals. In this particular lesson, we are discussing about the reproduction in animals. So that is why my concepts are all concerned only up to the animals. Now children, there are different animals, and and in every animal we find that reproductive pattern is very different. So what are these reproductive patterns and how are they different? Let us understand. है ना? First of all, children, external means something which take place outside the body. Like, for example, if any one of you is wearing spectacles, so that is in the external part of the body. Your teeth, they are internal part of your body, external and internal. Okay, so external fertilization and external development. Children, there are certain animals in which the fertilization also take place outside the body. That means the male also gives out the gamete, the female also gives out the gamete in the external environment, and there fertilization take place and the development of young one also take place in the external environment. And usually they consider that external environment as the water. Now, here one of the very important criteria is that the male and the female should produce lot of gametes at a time, because children, there are some other animals who are ready to eat their gametes as their food. Okay, there are many such fishes that feed on the gametes of some other living organism. So have you understood reproductive pattern? External fertilization, that means fusion of gamete take place outside the body, and the development of young one also takes place outside the body. Next is internal fertilization and external development. In this particular case, what happens? The process of fertilization, that is the fusion of male and female gamete, take place inside the body of the female, and the zygote is formed. And children, this zygote, it has to develop into a complete young one. That particular process will take place in the external environment. So one of the best example is about the hen and the duck and many other, but these are the two animals that you are very familiar with, and many other birds, children, which are around your home. Like you must have observed in Mithapur, we have a variety of birds. Okay, so here the fertilization take place inside the female body and result in the formation of zygote. This zygote gets surrounded by the different protective membrane, and those protective membrane, they start storing food, and children, at the last a very hard shell is formed. This hard shell which is formed, it is made up of calcium carbonate. एग, यू मस्ट हैव सीन हैन एग, आप सभी ने देखा है होगा, और जिन लोगों ने नहीं देखा, आई हैव केप्ट द पिक्चर इन द स्लाइड चिल्ड्रन. So the outermost covering is usually the heart, and this hard shell help in the development of the young one in the external environment. And children, this particular process take place very nicely, so it needs a suitable temperature. So usually the mother bird sits on this egg and provide them a suitable temperature. And children, it takes different birds have different hatching period, but hen usually takes 12 to 14 days to give birth to a chick. So one of the example is the birds and some of the amphibians. Next is internal fertilization and internal development. Now this here the fertilization also take place in the body of the female, and the development of young one also take place inside the body of the female. All mammals are the example of this particular case. So here fertilization also take place inside the female body, and development of young one also take place inside the body of the female. And children, it takes few days, few months, depending on the animal. And once the young one is completely developed and is capable of its own existence, then is given out from mother's body. So all mammals are the example of this particular case. One last concept I want to tell you, children, parthenogenesis. Now, what is meant by parthenogenesis? Children, parthenogenesis is also considered a form of asexual reproduction, where an egg develops into a complete young one without getting fertilized. Just now I showed you example of a hen. Hen a chick will come out from the hen egg only when it is fertilized. If it is not fertilized, anyway, it will not come out from the body of the hen only. So, but there are certain animal children in which this particular process takes place. Parthenogenesis means development of a young one from an egg, and that egg is usually not fertilized. Bees are the best example, and children, ants are also the example of the same. Bees use parthenogenesis to produce male and the female drones, है ना? And some vertebrate animals such as reptile, amphibian, fish also produce sometime through the process of parthenogenesis. However, it is one of the very common phenomena observed in case of plants. So, children, this was all about today's concept. I hope you must have understood the concept. And thank you. Take care of yourself. Please keep writing the notes also, children.